On the basis of it, we will see consumption function diagram. All right. Now we will go for diagram. I'm going to use the same schedule, and on the basis of it, we'll draw consumption function. Is that clear? The first one is, what is this? Consumption function diagram shows. Okay, so I said it shows the relationship between these two. Or we can put it like this: diagrammatic presentation of consumption function. Is that clear? Okay. So under diagrammatic presentation of consumption function, we have to see again the relationship between Y and C. All right? Okay? So, okay. Now straight away, I will draw the consumption curve. All right. So we have income 0, 20. This is your consumption. $150 and $40. Okay. So we are getting consumption curve like this. Okay, so this is C consumption curve. All right. Okay. So now I will draw here Now let us see what is this. Okay, we need to go for the description of this diagram. So, the first description. On the x-axis, we have taken Y, and y-axis consumption is shown. All right? Okay. Now, C line. So we can say this consumption line. All right. So C line, consumption line. It starts from where? It starts from here, 20, right? So see in the schedule 20 when income is 0. When income is 0. So this one is what here? This is C bar. This is nothing but C bar, which represents autonomous consumption. All right. Second one is, in my previous video, I have talked about the importance, significance of 45-degree line. Right? Now see here, a 45-degree line is drawn. I said this 45-degree line is a line of reference. It is a line of reference. So this Y is what? 45-degree line. This is line of reference. It shows what? I said it shows the equality between. Okay, under this one, this shows the equality between C and Y. I said before, any point on this 45-degree line will show equality between this and this one. Is that clear? So I said line of reference, that is 45-degree line, it shows equality between C and Y, which is happening where? At this point. So we will write here B point. This B point is called as break-even point. What is this break-even point now? What is happening here in this? C is becoming equal to Y here. So this one B point, see here, it is this one. Where what will happen to the saving? Saving will become 0 here. Right? All right. Third one. Third relationship shows positive relationship between these two. Right? So C line is positively sloped line, which shows the positive relationship between C and Y. Okay, what is the shape of the C line here? When we say positively sloped, it will be upward sloping curve. Is that clear? Okay. Fourth one. This is break-even point, right? Prior to this, what is happening? And beyond this, what is happening here? We have to see. Prior to this, it will show C will be greater than Y. Is it happening? Yes. So B, this is a B point, right? So prior to this, what is happening here? Consumption is greater than Y. Is it? See here, in this, Y is lesser than C, or C is greater than C. Here also what is happening? Y is lesser than C. So before this consumption will be greater than Y. Okay, so this will come in the initial phase. Beyond this means after this point, break-even point, what is happening here? Now, we can say Y is greater than C, or C is lesser than Y. So, C is lesser than Y. Because I said, what is happening here? When income is increasing, entire increase in the income is not converted into consumption. What the people will do? They will start saving. Alright? Okay. So, we can say C is greater than Y prior to B point. Then, beyond B point, what is happening? C will be lesser than Y. Clear? Okay. Now, next, I will be using this schedule. Okay, same schedule. All right. So 4. Now fifth one. Now what we have to see in this is, in this diagram, I said this is the C line. Right? This C line is a straight line. C line is a straight line. It has to be straight. C line, it has to be a straight line. Okay. The slope of a straight line is constant. See here, what does it say? C line, it has to be a straight line. Okay. And this slope of this straight line is constant. And the slope of this C line, which is a straight line, is shown by or indicated by MPC. The slope of C line, which is a straight line, okay, is shown, indicated by MPC. Now see here, what is this MPC here? MPC is marginal propensity to consume. MPC is marginal propensity to consume. So before we go into this one, we will see what is this MPC. Then we will come back to this. Alright, okay. So MPC is what? Marginal propensity to consume. It is the ratio of, this is the meaning of MPC, alright. Ratio of change in consumption due to change in income is called as MPC here. Now, MPC formula is change C, that is consumption, upon change in Y. Now, what does this MPC shows? It shows that because of change in income, there will be a change in consumption. This is MPC. What is MPC? Because of change in income, there will be a change in consumption. Is called as MPC. Alright. Now, I will use the same schedule and we will see. We will go for the calculation of MPC. What is happening to MPC here? Alright. Now, MPC formula is given here, right? So, we will find out change in income first. And then we have change in C, and these two will give us MPC. Okay. How to go for change in Y? It's very simple. So initially we cannot find out the change in Y, so we will keep it like this. Similarly, we cannot see any change in C here. Now, when we are going to find the change in Y here, what we have to do? We have to do 50 minus 0. We need to see the change here. It is how much? 50. Then next one, 100 minus 50. Again 50. Then 150 minus 100. Change is 50. Right. Likewise, change in C here. The difference between these two, 60 minus 20, 40. Here again 40 we have. Here again 40 we have. Okay, so MPC is this much, right? So MPC initially I will do here, that is change in, that is 40, 50 will be how much? 0.8. That is 0.8. MPC how much we are getting? 0.8. So similarly, same we will get here, 0.8. Is that clear? So what is happening to the MPC here now? 0.8, 0.8, 0.8. Is it constant here? It is constant, right? MPC is constant. Now come back to here. I said C line is a straight line. So when you are drawing C line, it has to be a straight line. First one. The slope of a straight line is constant. And this slope of C line has to be constant. It is constant. Okay. And the slope of C line, okay, is shown by MPC. MPC is what? MPC is nothing but MPC is the slope of C line. So MPC, how much it is becoming? MPC is constant here. And this constant MPC shows, what it shows? That this C line is a straight line. Is that clear? Okay. Okay. So see here, with this point, we have seen the concept MPC and how to go for the computation of this MPC. Alright. So this is how we need to go for the description of this diagram, consumption function diagram, which I have drawn on the basis of this schedule. Clear to you? All right. Now, we will see here the mathematical relationship between C and Y. Remember, starting in the meaning of consumption function, I have said consumption function is the functional relationship. Consumption function is the functional relationship, right? Functional relationship between C and Y. So functional relationship is what? Mathematical relationship, I said, or algebraic relationship. Okay. Now I'll put up like this. We will go for this functional relationship. Okay. The topic is algebraic presentation of C function. C consumption function. All right. So C is equal to C bar plus BY. Okay, so this is what algebraic presentation of C function. Now what we have to do is we need to study each of this. All right. So see here, or we can say these are the components of C, consumption function. In exams, if it is given like this, write the components of C function, you need to go for this. You need to elaborate the components, these components. All right, and it's coming in exam also. Now this one is what? This is consumption. This is what? C bar. Autonomous consumption. Autonomous consumption. So I said when income is 0, if there is a minimum level of consumption in an economy, then that is called as autonomous consumption. Right? Okay. Then we have this B. The B. This B is MPC. Alright, that is marginal propensity to consume. This is Y. Income. Clear? Okay, so these are the components of consumption. This is an equation of consumption function. Is that clear? Now, if this one is given, we can make use of this equation to find out. Say suppose, if income is provided, if income is given, by using this equation, we can easily find out C here. Right? So, see here. Suppose only income is given here. We need to find out C. Right. So, how we will do it now? So I'll write it here. This is C bar. Okay. So we can say, we will put up anything. So we will be using the same thing. I said, when income is 0, there will be a minimum level of consumption. Right? So we will take up the same thing. So C bar is how much? 20 plus B. B how much we have? 0.8. And then Y 0. Okay. So 20 0 will be 20. Not necessarily we have to mention here 20. Okay, this is just, we are assuming that there is a minimum level of consumption. Okay, so this is the first one. Now we will go for the second one. See here. So this is what? Autonomous consumption. So we have to take up this one only, right? This is autonomous consumption. This is C bar. So second one is 20 plus B is 0.8 and Y, it is given how much? 50. Now we can find out easily consumption over here. So will be 20 plus these two will be 40. So 20, 40, 60. So here it will be 60. Similarly, the next one will be 20 plus, this is autonomous consumption, 0.8 into 100. So 20 plus, how much it will come here? 20 plus 80 it has to be, right? So 80, 100. So C is how much? 100. So we are getting here, say 100 here. Alright, the last one will be C is 20 autonomous consumption 0.8. Income is given how much? 100. 50 here will be 20 plus 120. It has to be 120. So this will be 140. So here C is 140. Is that clear to you? So this is how we can make use of this equation to find out the level of C if income is given. So again I'm repeating, 20 is autonomous consumption here. Is that clear? Okay? Okay. Now I forgot to show MPC in this diagram. Right? So let us see MPC here. Okay. So the first one will be how much? 0 to 50, right? So 0 to 50, we will take up like this. See here. This is what? I'll write it here. This is change in Y, which is how much? 50 is equal to 50. Okay, 50. Then we have to show change in C here. This will be your change in C, which is how much? 40. Right? Then we go for MPC 50 to 100. This one, right? Change in Y, again 50 here. Change in C is how much here? Again 50 here. Sorry, it's 40. 40 here. 60, 100, 40. Then we have 100 too. So this will be your change in Y, which is again 50, and this one will be your change in C, which is 140. It is 40. So this we will take up A, B, and this we will C. So when we are finding MPC here, MPC is remaining constant here. So here MPC 0.8. Here also these two MPC 0.8. Here too MPC is 0.8. So this is all about consumption function. Now see what we have seen in this, or we can say, I will recapitulate some of it in brief. The first one was consumption function concept, which shows functional relationship between C and Y. Then we have seen the behavior of C, right? In behavior of C, we need to study about the behavior of C, which is related to income. And to study the behavior of C with related to income, we have used one schedule, which is called as consumption function schedule. We went for the description of the consumption function schedule. Then, on the basis of it, we have seen diagrammatic presentation of consumption function, right? Okay, and the description on this one. Then also MPC concepts, how to compute MPC, and what is the significance of MPC in getting a straight C line that we have seen here, right? Then we went for mathematical relationship between C and Y. We have this equation here, the description of it, and by using this equation, if income is given, how we can go for C, or we can say how we can have C here by using this consumption function equation. All right. Okay.